Now, if you love Allah, إِذَا حَبَّهُ أَقْبَلَ إِلَيْهِ. If you love Him, you move to Him. If you find the sweetness of moving to Him, لَمْ يَنْظُرْ إِلَى الدُّنْيَا بِعَيْنِ الشَّهْوَةِ. He doesn't look at the dunya with the eye of desire. See, that's the thing. That's a great way to put it. We said earlier, you need some dunya, but not with the eye of desire. Agreed. You're not greedy for it. It's something rationally, I know I need some of it. Rationally, it's a rational decision. It's not an infatuation. Infatuations are never good to indulge. If you see a man or a woman infatuated with another man or woman, that's never a good foundation for marriage. Because in the concept of infatuation is that this person is going to fill my soul. It's not the place of a human. Humans can't do that. They can never do that. A human can fill a different part of your heart. But if you notice, people with infatuation, they're almost suicidal. They get skinny. They could die. They literally become delusional. It's a type of defect in the person at that moment in time, that you have placed another human being in the location where only the Creator can fill. So we're not saying that you're not going to love the person. No, but we're not saying they're not going to be in your heart. They will be in your heart. But which part of your heart? What does the heart have? It has four chambers. Your heart has 4 chambers. Your physical heart. So your spiritual heart has chambers too. The core chamber is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And everything that Allah tells you to love. It's all one and the same. Okay? Love of Rasulullah is no different from love of Allah, because you would not even think about that unless Allah had commanded it. Correct? Love of the Deen is part of that. So that middle core of the heart is for that. So that's what has to be emptied. That's what Sayyidina Ibrahim had to empty. So did he have to throw Ismail out of his heart altogether? No. He had to remove him from that part of his heart. He had to put him in the part of his heart where it's acceptable for a son to be. Don't put your son at the foundation of your heart. Then your son is going to turn 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. He's going to say, Pops, I got to move on with life. Got a job, got a wife, got to raise my own kids now. See, maybe I'll text you on the weekend. Maybe I'll see you on the weekend. That's how life is going to be between father and son. Now, if that father, and I've seen it. I've seen an interview in which a guy, I'm not going to say names, outside of Islam, but he loved his son so much. His son went off to college. The guy went into depression. He loved his son so much that when his son went off to college, he had to go to a therapist. You believe that? So he had put so much of his heart. Now, that's not a problem. We love people. We love our kids. We love our wives. We love our husbands. And we love other things in life. But it's not in the central, foundational part of the heart. Because sometimes that love can be abusive to that person. So you're using them. In fact, it's not good. They will resent you because they're like, I can't fulfill what you're asking me to fulfill here. I can't be your soul. I can't fill your soul. I can maybe fill part of your life. So the dunya should never, nothing of the world, of the creation, should ever be viewed as filling that part of our heart. And any religion that doesn't address this part of the heart, the core, that core is a religion that's just going to burn you out. We have to focus on that core. And that core, it should be cleaned out, and it should only be the place for the love of Allah and His Messenger and the Deen. And if that's the case, you will truly be satisfied. Even if the other ventricles around it are sparsely or not exactly filled. But the opposite can never happen. It will never be the case that I have all the other things of life set right and good, but the core of my heart is empty. You're going to be depressed. You'll be depressed. And when the core of your heart with the dhikrillah is full and healthy and good, and your state with Allah is good, then whatever Allah puts in the other aspects of the heart, you're going to love it. Even if it's a test, you're going to know it's a test, but you're going to know it has a lot of benefits for you. Sheikh Sha'rawi famously, I don't know if he's citing somebody or he made up this line of poetry himself. Hasbu nafsi izzan bi anni abdu. It's enough glory for myself that I am the slave of. يحتفي بي بلا مواعيد رب. A Lord that will take care of me without appointments. هو في قدسه الأعز. In sanctity, of course, he's more majestic. He is the most majestic, more majestic than us. ولكن, however, أنا ألقى أين ومتى أحبه. However, I set the appointment of whenever and wherever I want to speak to him. President can talk to anyone at any time, right? In this world, the higher status talks to the lower status at any time they want. However, with us, Allah is of greater status, but we're the ones who can talk to him whenever we want. And yet he has bound upon us only set times. Subhanallah. I pray dhuhr, khalas. I don't have to do any. He does not binding me or asking me for anything until asr. When I salam out of asr, he's not asking me anything until maghrib. However, if it's reverse, if I want to have my meeting with him, anytime I can have it. Subhanallah. He's more lenient than us, with us than human beings. If you have that belief in Allah and that love of Allah, you will not look at the afterlife as a place of separation. You will not consider death a place of separation. Death is not separation. Death is actually connection. It's a separation from your body, that's for sure. It's separation from your loved ones here, that's for sure. But it's a connection that's far greater. And then you're going to get both back upon the resurrection and enter paradise, inshallah. You get both. You get your body back, but perfect. Not this type of body that gets sick, gets old, needs to eat, all that. وقال يحيى بن معاذ عفوه يستغرق الذنوب فكيف رضوانه. Subhanallah. When Allah forgives you, overlooks you, that wipes away sins. Imagine now his pleasure when he loves you.
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما